So sometimes this big key is literally the last thing I actually do in this dungeon, just because I legitimately forget it's even here. So don't be like me and actually get this when you're on the top floor with Makar to begin with. Alright, so we need to turn the fan on. Luckily, Makar does not take fall damage. He does take damage from those, though. Sadly. Makar just also moves slower than Medley, so I prefer playing as Medley, even though I technically prefer some elements of this. Plant. And we're good to go, I think. Alright, so now here's where the fun begins. Flying into freedom. That is the wrong game, actually. And a joy pendant that we don't need. They just shower you in joy pendants because just in case you happen to have lost out or you haven't done the Miss Marie quest yet. Is it Mrs. Marie or Miss Marie? I can never remember. Oh. Miss. Alright, so... 2 more. You just have to get into a rhythm with these. They're not bad if you can just kind of get into a smooth rhythm. Mississippi. MISSI, SSI, PPI. I don't know why I remember how to spell Mississippi. All this talk about Miss and Mrs. just made me think of that. Okay, now how do we actually get through this temple? Oh, I almost pushed the wrong button. That would have been tragic. That is not the grappling hook. Okay. Okay, it's this door. It's that door. Gotcha. See, this is my issue with the Wind Temple every time I play this game, is I always get turned around at this point. I have no idea what heteronormative is exactly, but I can make an educated guess that it's like normal based on... It's like basically norms, societal norms based on the sort of... Like, I don't know how to describe this. If I'm, yeah, again, well qualified to be the one to attempt to this. Yeah, like that. Basing the gender constructs on the sort of binary system that is air quotes, which is sort of, I don't know how to describe this. Link, I think that the hookshot you have can probably latch onto the trees I planted. Give it a try. Boop. And boop. Alright. Shoot. All the magic fell into the void. Nice. Alright. The next room sucks. We have a bunch of blue bubbles that if they hit us, we lose the ability to use abilities. So, they're also immune to like normal arrows, and we have no magic currently. So hookshot it is. I think they're immune to normal arrows. I don't know, actually. I know they're immune to like boomerang, but it's been a while. And by it's been a while, I mean it's been like a couple days. I basically picked up my previous attempt at streaming the game, which was a second quest file, and I just finished it 100%, got all the treasure charts and everything. Yeah, I think I got everything at least. So that just created this weird realization that like I can literally play Wind Waker like essentially twice back to back and not be tired of it, which is kind of an accomplishment if you think about it. So like how I'm thinking about how I could just make playing Super Mario Sunshine in August like a yearly tradition, since I know a lot of people for their birthdays play games like that they want to play. Like, just like real favorite type games, and it occurred to me, it's like, you know what, I could just do that for Super Mario Sunshine. Just every year play the game from beginning to end. I don't know if I do 100% because 100% Sunshine tends to be kind of an ordeal, to tell the truth. If I could just memorize the Noki Bay blue coins, it wouldn't be that bad, but it just, I need to sit down and really learn where the optimal routing for Noki Bay is, before I can like comfortably like do super common 100% runs. I might try to speedrun Sunshine at some point, because it's only like 2 hours probably. It's like if you go really fast, I don't think it'd take that long. And Sunshine's the kind of game that I feel like I'd be good enough at to actually be able to speedrun. The only thing stopping me from potentially speedrunning Sunshine is the Gelato Beach skip, because I've never been able to pull that off successfully. The other thing is the episode 3 Pianta Village skip, which I've also never done. Where the heck are we even going at this point in this dungeon? I don't even know anymore. Maybe we need to go down here. Yeah, Vertigo is a really fascinating thing. Gelato skip is when you basically collect the episode 8 shine first, and then you go straight to Shadow Mario, since episode 7 will be unlocked. You use like a coconut to clip you through the roof, yeah. Oh shoot, he's down here. That's perfect. I'm gonna take care of the Wizrobe first, because he'll just keep spawning enemies. I feel like water is probably the hardest element to draw. To be honest, like out of the main elements, I think water would be the worst. But I've also never drawn water because I can barely draw people. Are we just rolling with Decky now? Is that just a thing? This is a fact that video games can't even get water rendering right, even now. I still see games that have kind of shaky water physics, and it's like, wow, it's like 2019. You'd think we would have figured this out by now. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I can't remember what game it was I was playing recently that I was like, wow, the water is kind of lackluster. Was there an alert? Because I do have that as an alert. It's an anime joke. Yeah, for Wind Waker, because there is a character named Nico, I do have the voice clip from Love Live as an alert. But it hasn't triggered yet, because it's set to random, and we keep getting the other alert, the normal follow alert. Also, for the record, unfollowing and refollowing won't trigger the alert, so, in case anyone wants to try that, it doesn't work. You have to, like, unfollow and leave it for a long period of time before you can refollow and have it actually play an alert. Case in point. Huh, actually, that didn't used to work. Yeah, normally if you unfollowed and then refollowed really quickly, it wouldn't play an alert. So I guess they changed that? Did I forget my car? I forgot my car. Which sounds really funny out of context. Forgot my car. Just need to go back and pick it up. This is not a smooth run in this dungeon whatsoever. This was a pretty sluggish run. And we're still on the worst part here coming up. At least second worst. Well, actually now it is my worst part because I figured out how to cheese the other room. So I guess this is actually the de facto worst room now. The big wind puzzle at the end is one of my least favorite parts. Just because it takes a while. When we enter the next room, I'm gonna probably explain... Shoot. I'll probably explain what I want to do. And then, I don't know, Q&A or something, because there's nothing to talk about. There's not gonna be anything to talk about for a good, like, 3 minutes, probably. I'm gonna just take you out first, just in case. Sometimes you can capture my car and it's just ugly, because then you have to backtrack all the way out and get my car, and then, you know, it takes a while. Alright, so this is the wind tunnel room, which is, again, my least favorite part of this dungeon now, because it just takes forever. So what we need to do is push one block between the two blades in the center, blocking it. We need to push another block into the gap and near the end of the room. Then we need to push the third block to block the third blade. And then slowly take my car over to the last Wind God's Aria spot. So again, if anyone has any like topics they want to discuss, or any like questions, now would be the time to ask them, because It's just gonna be slowly walking around with the iron boots for a couple minutes. What have I been up to? I finished Skyrim. Why are wisdom teeth like that? Because human evolution. We outgrew the need for this many teeth, but they're still there, so they have to be removed because they just crowd your mouth. Yeah, I've mostly just been playing Skyrim. I finished it, by the way, got the final quest done, and it's kind of in Breath of the Wild territory for me, where I love it, but it's also, the ending is not the reason why you play the game. You play the game for the adventure of it. You don't play it for the satisfaction of completing the story, because the actual wrap-up is kind of like, it just kind of happens. It's not super satisfying. Probably have time for like one more, maybe two more questions if anyone has any. Shoot, not trying to climb up. I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? Alright, so we're done. I mean, you can still ask a question. You can continue to ask questions if you want. You don't have to walk my car all the way over. And make a joke about, I didn't know we were playing Final Fantasy 15 now, but I don't know if anyone got the joke. For the record, the game starts with pushing a car to a gas station, so... I like how the controller rumbles with every step. It's a nice touch, actually.